Alright, so I was just walking down the back stairs over there when I heard a loud slam, and the dog started barking like crazy, and I could hear this loud scraping noise. So wondering what it was, I came running down the stairs, and my mother was in the basement. I asked her, I said, "Was that you?" And she said, "No." So I ran to the end of the driveway. I just knew that it had to have been an accident. And when I looked down, I could see a car upside down. So I ran as fast as I could down to the car. And as soon as I did that, I noticed that a guy was walking up to me, and there was two people exiting the vehicle. I could see the two people exiting the vehicle right here. And one of the guys walks up to me and he says, "My arm's so messed up." And I looked down at it, and it's just, the skin was just completely gone from right here. I looked down, you could just see bone, and just, it was really bad. So he had a shirt on it. And what I did was I took the shirt and I just wrapped it up really tight. And I said, okay, let's start walking up here. You know, the vehicle's all messed up. I don't want anything, you know, to catch on fire or anything. So we started walking up. And he started complaining that he was getting dizzy and felt like he was going to throw up. And I noticed that the blood was just still pouring out of his hand. So I had yelled out to my mother to grab a rope real quick to try to maybe tie it off like a tourniquet. And I remembered I was actually wearing a belt that day. I never wear a belt. So I took off my belt and I wrapped it as tight as I could, like right around the bicep area. And I had called 911 because I asked him, I said, "Did you call 911 yet?" And he said no. So I called them, and I almost instantly hung up the phone because I wanted to, you know, help this guy out. So we started walking up. I said, let's start walking up the hill. The police are on their way. And he started complaining again about getting really dizzy and everything. So I said, okay, let's just sit down on the embankment. And, you know, we both sat down. I put up my knee, rested his arm on my knee, and kind of just kept it elevated. And that seemed to have really, you know, slowed the blood down. And next thing I know, I mean, the police and fire trucks were here, you know, extremely fast. It seemed like 2-3 minutes at most. I mean, they were here really fast, and they just, when they showed up, they instantly, you know, took over, treated him, and as they pulled off the shirt, my mother was standing there too. I just said, "Look at his arm," and it was just so mangled. I mean, it was really bad. The other guy, he was out of the car. He had his shirt off. It looks like he had taken off his shirt to give to his friend that was bleeding heavily. So he seemed, you know, he was fine. I asked him, you know, I said, "Are you okay?" And he said, "Yep, I'm fine." So I just kind of went back to this guy.
And where was the car then?
It was right here.
Right here.
Yep. You can still see some of the stuff that was on the ground.